Come on, brother, bring Jungkook over again. Why hasn't he visited us for so long? Ugh, seriously? Don't you have anything better to do than asking Jungkook to come over? It's only been a week, and you're already upset. We've been getting a lot of homework from our teachers lately. Yin pouted. She used her signature move whenever her brother refused her requests. Minju didn't always spoil his only sister. He didn't cater to all her whims and Yin was forced to comply. However, when it came to matters of the heart, his sister was remarkably persistent. Meanwhile, Minju was getting increasingly frustrated with his sister's whining, massaging his temples in exasperation. Yeah, I know, Jungkook is the dream guy for all the girls at school. But what about my sister? I have to be realistic. Jungkook and my sister are worlds apart. He didn't intend to belittle his sister, but Minju knew Jungkook better than Yin. Jungkook was not only known for his intelligence but also came from a prestigious family. Although Minju and Yin also came from a respectable family, and Yin wasn't exactly dumb, Minju remained somewhat pessimistic. Brother, you don't love me anymore. What? The proof is you won't bring Jungkook here. You don't want to see me happy, do you? She kept badgering her brother. Minju felt cornered. On one hand, he didn't want to disappoint his sister, but on the other, he didn't want to impose on Jungkook. Jungkook is hard to reach right now. Yin. He's the type who focuses on studying when there's a lot of homework. That was the most logical reason Minju could come up with to explain things to his sister. Given Jungkook's reputation as a smart student, Minju's explanation made sense. Really? She seemed to have pinned all her hopes on her brother bringing Jungkook over again. Minju could only sigh deeply, exasperated by his sister's persistence. Do you really like him that much? Of course, I do. Why else would I be begging you? Okay, I'll try to get him over tomorrow. And if he can't come, we'll just hang out somewhere else. I'll bring you along. Don't worry. Really? Minju nodded, and Yin hugged her brother out of joy. He felt increasingly sympathetic towards his sister. In the 16 years they'd been together, Minju had never once heard Yin talk about a boy. If Jungkook is someone who can make your life more colorful, then I'll support you. But just be prepared if he doesn't feel the same way. Huh? Why do I have to confess? I just want to be close to him. The closer you get, the more you'll hope, and it will hurt more if you can't have him. It's better to know where you stand so you can move on if he doesn't have feelings for you. So, I have to confess? This is so sudden. It's up to you if you don't want to, but you've been hiding your feelings for quite a while, right? I don't want to see you suffer like this. It's better to have clarity so you can take the right steps for yourself. No matter what, Minju couldn't deny Jungkook's status as a popular guy. He knew very well that his sister had a lot of competition and her rivals were not to be underestimated. True to his promise last night, Minju was determined to bring Jungkook over to his house. Sorry, I can't. I have to get home early, but if it's possible, I can stay for a little while. How about that? Jungkook declined Minju's invitation but still offered a compromise. Minju felt it was a fair offer, and he knew his sister Yin would be happy with even a short visit. No problem, Jungkook. Even a short visit is fine. How about half an hour? Half an hour is okay. My mom would understand. Jungkook thought to himself, knowing that it was his mother who insisted he spend most of his time studying. He never blamed his parents, as he knew they only wanted the best for him. Finally, Jungkook nodded and smiled, agreeing to the visit. Oh, by the way, I'll bring Yin along too. She said she has something to talk to you about. Is that okay? Sure, no problem. Great, now we just need to wait for my sister. Okay. 2 minutes later, Yin appeared beside Minju. Despite her eagerness to see Jungkook, she became shy and awkward in his presence. Seriously, it's kind of frustrating seeing you this shy. I get that you like him and admire him, but this is a bit much, Yin. Minju whispered in Yin's ear while she just smiled, feeling embarrassed whenever she accidentally made eye contact with Jungkook. Alright, let's head to the cafe across the street, Minju suggested as he started walking ahead. Seriously, brother? How could you leave your sister behind and not even notice? Yin was visibly frustrated, while Jungkook chuckled at her reaction. He then decided to walk with her so she wouldn't feel left out. It's okay, come on, you can walk with me. Jungkook continued to laugh for a moment, but then started walking beside Yin. Yin's heart was racing. She was nervous and couldn't bring herself to look at him. All her emotions were mixed as she finally got to walk alone with him. Even if it was a bit forced, it's worth it to have this precious moment with him. 5 minutes passed. It felt like no time at all before they arrived. That must have been what Yin was thinking. They had just reached the cafe. Minju immediately called over a waiter. What do you want to drink, Yin? And you, Jungkook, what will you have? Unexpectedly, both of them answered in unison. Just an orange juice, please. How did you two say that at the same time? Yin looked embarrassed and awkward, while Jungkook just gave a small smile. The atmosphere was tense for a moment, but Minju lightened it by offering food to Yin. Being hungry, Yin quickly ordered a substantial meal, and so did Minju. What about you, Jungkook? Are you going to order anything to eat? No, just a drink for me. I can't stay long anyway. Yin almost let it slip that she knew Jungkook didn't have much time. Why are you in such a hurry? I miss you. It seemed Yin didn't realize she had muttered those words. Her eyes were fixed on Jungkook. Minju, hearing his sister's comment, immediately choked and coughed. Are you okay, brother? I'm fine. I just need to go to the restroom. Really need to. Thinking it was an innocent request, Yin allowed Minju to go to the restroom. Once there, instead of checking his throat, Minju sent a text to his sister. Hurry up and tell him your feelings. Don't delay it any longer. You deserve clarity. The message made Yin nervous, her eyes widening as she read Minju's text on her phone. Oh no, does it really have to be now? I'm so nervous. Yin sat frozen, unable to move. Seeing her pale face, Jungkook instinctively placed his hand on her forehead. Wow, you really seem like you have a fever, Yin. Whether joking or not, Yin managed to laugh. See, you look prettier when you laugh than when you cry. How did you know I was crying? I have a reliable source, Minju. Ah, no wonder. Minju is such a tattletale. Jungkook just smiled as Yin teased her brother. Without realizing it, Jungkook found himself feeling comfortable around her. Jungkook also understood why Minju brought him here with Yin. Being perceptive, he had picked up on Yin's feelings for him over time. Yin was quite transparent with her emotions and actions. However, when it came to love, Jungkook hadn't thought much about it. His focus was solely on his studies. By the way, your brother said you had something to talk to me about. Yin paused for a moment. Was Jungkook eager to leave? If so, their time was limited. She was also a bit annoyed with her brother for putting her on the spot. I did ask him to bring me to Jungkook, but not like this. So, what's up? Do you really have something to talk about? Yes, I do. Okay, what is it? Yin took a deep breath. It was difficult, but she knew she had to do it. Jungkook, actually, I've been interested in you for a long time. At first, I thought my feelings were unclear, but over time they've become clearer. I like you, Jungkook. I love you. Would you accept my feelings? It was a heavy question for Jungkook. He had always seen Yin as his close friend's sister, nothing more. I'm sorry, Yin. I can't return your feelings. I really only see you as my friend's sister, nothing more. Thank you for being honest with me about your feelings, but I can't reciprocate them. It felt like a bolt of lightning on a clear day. Yin had prepared herself for a possible rejection, but the reality was more painful than she had imagined. Tears began to flow from her eyes. Yin, I'm sorry if my words hurt you. Yin shook her head. She couldn't speak. Her voice stuck in her throat. Seeing his sister's condition worsen, Minju quickly returned and took her away. Minju, I'm sorry. It's okay. Jungkook, you did nothing wrong. We'll be going now, okay? Bye. Minju guided his sister out of the cafe. Jungkook watched them leave, feeling a deep sense of guilt but knowing he couldn't accept her feelings out of pity rather than love. On the way home, Yin just stared out the window. She didn't utter a single word. Minju understood her silence. His sister wasn't at fault. He should have known how to comfort Yin. Unfortunately, all he could do was accompany her. He was afraid that any attempt to console her might only worsen her sadness. Minju and Yin arrived home. Yin went straight to her bedroom, where she let herself cry as hard as she could. I was so reckless. I'm so stupid. I shouldn't have confessed. I should have just kept it to myself. If I had kept it to myself, the pain wouldn't be this bad, Yin. But she remembered her brother Minju's words, saying that if she didn't confess, the feelings would only grow stronger, and if she were rejected later, it would hurt even more. Meanwhile, outside her bedroom, Minju and their mother chose to remain silent, giving Yin the time she needed to express her emotions freely. It had been 3 weeks since the incident, and Jungkook had not seen Yin since. His friendship with Minju remained strong and unchanged, though he no longer visited their house. Regarding his feelings for Yin, the situation was more complex. Yin had started to occupy a place in Jungkook's heart. Unlike the other girls he had rejected, Yin was his best friend's sister, and he knew her feelings for him. This knowledge, combined with their shared history, left a lingering sense of guilt in his heart. It was a Sunday and Jungkook decided to visit his best friend Minju's house. He tried to act as normal as possible, but his true intention was to check on Yin. Since the incident, they hadn't seen each other. Hey, you've been daydreaming all this time. Come on, let's play a game. I'm sure I'll win this time. Where's Yin? I haven't seen her. Why? Do you miss her? She's locked herself in her room. She knows you're here. Is she really avoiding me after what happened? Seems like it. You have to understand, man. She's heartbroken over you. And so it went. A year later, Minju and Jungkook graduated from school. Yin continued to avoid him, making him realize how deeply his rejection had hurt her. Whenever Jungkook visited their house, he tried to greet Yin, but she always acted as if he didn't exist. This drastic change in Yin frustrated Jungkook, but he found some solace in just being able to see her from a distance. His friendship with Minju remained strong, even into their college years, and Jungkook continued to visit their house frequently. Until one night, Jungkook was restless in his sleep, having a terrible nightmare that left his forehead drenched in sweat. In the dream, he saw Yin standing before him, but gradually, she disappeared into the fog. Jungkook panicked, trying to reach out to Yin but failing as she faded away. Finally, he woke up, breathing heavily. The fear and sadness from the dream felt so real that they lingered even after he woke up. I don't want what happened in that dream to come true. Jungkook was on his way, planning to visit Minju's house. Since starting college, they hadn't seen each other much, and today he intended to invite his friend to hang out. He picked up his phone to call Minju first. Yes, Jungkook. I'm on my way to your house. I'm not at home right now. Where are you then? At the airport. Seeing Yin off. Where to? To America. She's continuing her studies there. What? Jungkook couldn't believe this day had come, where he and Yin would be separated by distance. I'm coming there too. Can you wait for me? To the airport? It's no use, Jungkook. Yin's flight just took off. 2 weeks later, Yin felt like she had just arrived in a foreign country yesterday, and now it had already been 2 weeks. Fortunately, she was happy with her activities here. Right now, she was about to go to the convenience store to buy some snacks. She finally headed to the door to leave her apartment. Yin was staying in an apartment that was conveniently located not far from her campus. Yin, how are you? That voice. She quickly turned her face to the right, and sure enough, it was him. Jungkook, what are you doing here? If I told you the reason was you, how would you feel? Huh, what do you mean? I moved here too. This is my apartment. Jungkook then started walking closer to Yin. From now on, I'm going to follow you everywhere. You won't be able to avoid me anymore, Yin. Are you my stalker now? Yeah, something like that. Where are you going now? I'll come with you. Since when do stalkers ask for permission? Yin began walking down the apartment corridor, heading downstairs. Oh right, so that means I don't need your permission, right? Even if you, what? Jungkook leaned in and whispered in Yin's ear. Even if I sneak into your bedroom without permission. After all, I'm a stalker. Yin playfully hit Jungkook's chest. Stalkers are supposed to be secretive, not announcing their plans. He just chuckled at her. Yes, from now on, he would be Yin's stalker, willing to follow her even here. Why did you come all the way here? Really? I'm studying here too, baby. Going for my master's degree. You already finished your bachelor's. How did you do it so quickly? Of course quickly. Did you forget that I'm smart? Whatever you say. If you don't believe me, ask your brother. I finished before him. Okay, I believe you.